guys, how you doing? This is Manga Section. I'm here today to bring the review for One Piece episode 940. All this episode is the execution of Yasu, and it's a bit deep to say that's all it is because there is some information that comes out within the episode as well. But this is one of the times where I have to say the manga, no, sorry, not the manga, the anime does it much better than the manga, just the execution of Yasu. This is simply because of the background music, how it's visually displayed, and the throw-in of the flashbacks as well. I don't remember those being in the manga. I have to go back and check for that. But definitely a nice touch to the episode. I do think it makes the like the execution drag just a little tiny bit, and that's just me being critical, I guess. But that's just simply how I felt. If you don't like it, no, I'm only playing. Yeah, but yeah, that's simply how I felt. So I thought I'd mention that as well. But within this episode, before the execution, we do have Yasu in essence, because we don't know if it's been a success yet, unless you're a manga reader. Um, throw off the people of Orochi and Kaido by telling them, yo, like this little flower here thing here, it's fake. I made it up. As the episode goes on as well, we find out that he planted a new flare just so things can go accordingly. So obviously, the scabbards, they know that we see within the episode, they know that he's lying and he's why he's doing this just to throw them off. But we don't know yet how Orochi's people and Kaido's people feel about it. We do see Kaido watching everything that's going on. He's like, this is interesting. Yeah, I'm liking this. But we don't see the reactions of anybody else within the two like parties. Anything else I want to say? One thing that I do think could have made the death, literally the shooting bit, obviously better. And I know why we don't have this, because obviously the time slot that is displayed in Japan and also the audience is full as well. But can you imagine an R-rated version of that? Because in this episode we get the flower petal bits, and I thought that's how they're gonna do it, and I would have said, yeah, fair enough. Uh, there was a lot of flower petals showing him being taken to the execution platform to his death. And I would have said, yeah, fair enough. But then we flip over and we actually see him like taking the bullets and like he's doing this whole little impact dance, not dance, but seeing the impact of him taking the bullets. But can you imagine? Because you can blatantly tell in real life it wouldn't have been like that. In a movie, live action movie, it wouldn't be like that. If it was R rated, hell yeah, it would have been. Oh no, it would have been like that. So, can you imagine an R rated version of that bit? I think that would have been sick. Would have added to the impact, to the seriousness of the scene. So once Yasu does that, something weird happens, especially if you're an only anime only watcher. Because we see Otoko, we see the people of Ibisu, they are crying. But then they start laughing as well. And now this gets so mad. This gets so mad. It's like, yo, why are you not laughing? And then Brooke's a bit confused as well. But this is where Momo's sister comes back into the frame. And we start to get some information. We find out why they are like that. And Momo's sister tells us it's because of the smile devil fruits. They are crying on the inside, but because of the smile devil fruits, they are forced to laugh. They can't show no other emotion but laugh. And that's where we leave off the episode. Now, granted, that's a very good. That's a good. No, I'm not gonna say very good. It's a good place to leave off the episode. I'm not going to like nice little cliffhanger. But there is more information to come. Obviously, we'll get in the next episode that when it happened in the manga, we've got this piece of information and the rest piece of information in all in one episode. So I'm in my right to say that pacing, as always, is an issue because And again, we're just going into the whole thing of why the pacing of the anime is so slow, so it doesn't catch up to the manga, blah 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 blah. But it's not an excuse in my eyes. There's things you could have done, animation team, to make things better. Because for me personally, if you're adapting from a manga, there should be one chapter minimum per episode. We don't get that with One Piece. But anyway, that's a separate rant. Sorry. So I'm going to give this episode a 4. Give it a 4. It wasn't a perfect funeral. Not that funerals can never be perfect, so I'll give it a 4. Like always, guys, I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.